Creating, identifying and exploiting space in the modern game is difficult, and coaching must develop the core technical skills of running, handling and decision making from an early age so that handling can be executed accurately and consistently under increasing pressure. The current emphasis of needing a structured attack to break down a structured defence is stifling decision making, vision and individuality. Coaches need to encourage intuitive play and coach players to make decisions, play heads-up rugby and develop a play-to-score attitude with every possession. The following practices encourage players to play with their heads up, to react to the defence and to make decisions on what they see in front of them. The first set of exercises are designed to develop a habit of a strong ball grip and secure carry of the ball as a foundation for effective handling. This is rarely practiced, but it's the key to the development of good handling skills. Our first exercise consists of two lines of players facing each other. The first player picks up the ball, runs to the opposite cone and places it down, concentrating on good grip and carry of the ball. The exercise continues as a relay.
Okay, nice and simple. Let's go. Pick up, two-handed carry, ball down. Good, elbows out, excellent. That's it, carrying it close to the sternum, chest height. Good. Two hands on the ball, good carry. Good, remember your thumb, forefinger, nice 90 degrees. Good, strong carry, two-handed, excellent.
It's important to carry the ball in two hands, with fingers spread wide across the middle of the ball. Thumbs and forefingers should be spread by more than 90 degrees, and players should feel a 5-finger pressure on the ball. The ball should be carried in front of the sternum with elbows pointing outwards. The next exercise tests the effectiveness of the player's grip on the ball in a fun way. 6 ball carriers and 6 defenders move around a 10-metre by 10-metre grid. The defenders attempt to knock the ball out of the attacker's hands.
All we're going to do in this little small grid, people with the ball, you're just going to run around looking after the ball, keeping hold of it. The other people, I want you to try to knock the ball out. Okay, don't go mad, just try to knock it out. Let's test the grip. Okay, use space, ball out where we said, chest height. Nice and solid. Good. Good. Two-handed carry. Strong. Fingers spread. Good tight grip on the ball. Thumb and forefinger nicely spread out. Ball down, swap over. Good.
The practice can be progressed with players moving the ball away from danger using footwork and arm movement. The ball should be returned to the central position once secure.
Good carry, chest height, good, and keep it secure. We don't want to lose the ball, we look after it.
Players must concentrate on the key points of the grip and carry. 2 hands spread wide on the ball using 5-finger pressure. Thumb and forefinger spread more than 90 degrees. And the ball carried in front of the sternum with elbows out. A number of fun exercises can be used for practicing and strengthening grip on the ball. This exercise starts with 2 players facing each other, arms out wide with a ball gripped in each hand. Players compete to pull the ball away from each other without twisting or moving their body.
Very quickly, come on, quickly, winners and losers. Again, remember those things we spoke about. Really nice and tight. Good grip using all the fingers and your thumb. Get a good grip, one more go, and then we'll just have a quick final. Real distance between thumb and forefinger in your own time. Let's go. No twisting, just pulling, just using finger strength. Excellent, Alex Rogers.
In summary, players again concentrate on having a strong grip on the ball with thumb and forefinger spread more than 90 degrees, and good pressure with all 5 fingers. It's important for players to develop a strong grip with both hands. In this practice, players pick up the first ball with one hand, run to the next ball, place the original ball down one-handed, and pick up the new ball with the other hand. They continue this with 6 balls and then return in the other direction.
Okay, off we go. Down run, good. Try to pick it up in one hand. One hand if we can, get a good grip on it, good grip on the top. Good, it's a wet slippy ball. Okay, turn around and back we come. Sit, there we go. Big grip. Fingers well spread. Good lad. Yeah, good solid grip, excellent.
Note how players with a strong grip do not have to roll their hand on the ball in order to pick it up. Practice 5 develops the grip and carry by adding distractions to the practice. Players must run through a ladder, concentrating on a two-handed carry, whilst defenders attempt to knock the ball out of their hands.
Well done. Go. Good. Nice and tight, chest height, ball held back into the middle, chest height, good. Nice firm grip in one hand, bring it out, back to 2. And go again, yeah. Good. That's good, good chest height, good grip. 2 hands to 1 hand, back into security. Okay, we've got different distractions now, good. But keep the ball safe. We don't lose the ball.
Players must concentrate on their grip and carry, keeping the ball in 2 hands, close to the sternum with elbows out. As defenders attempt to knock down the ball, it should be transferred to a one-handed grip out of danger, then returned to 2 hands once the ball is secure. This is only possible with a strong grip on the ball. Practice 6 continues to emphasise the grip and carry, but introduces a passive tackle and pass. Attacker 1 runs at the shoulder of defender 1, who makes a passive tackle. The ball is offloaded to attacker 2, who repeats the exercise with the third attacker, and so on.
Again, we're looking at our ball security, never losing the ball. First 3, let's go. Okay, pop it up, good. Keeping that, have a look where you're passing, excellent. Next group, 2-handed carry. Okay, round, pop up, good. Excellent, back on your feet. Well done. Good. Well done. Have a look. Good. Just push it away. Push it away. Well done.
Players must ensure their grip and carry is accurate. Initially, they can offload with a lift pass or a pass off the chest. The exercise can be progressed by allowing one-handed offloads, with players maintaining a tight grip on the ball at all times. Practice 7 is a conditioned non-contact game, allowing passing in any direction and developing a range of passes. In equal teams, players must move off the ball, making themselves available for the pass, and aim to keep possession.
Okay, what we're looking to do in this next exercise is to look after the ball, our ball security. We're looking to get the ball away, to do some passing under pressure. We're going to make it a little bit more chaotic. We're going to have a defence. The defence are not allowed to tackle you. They are allowed to play the ball though, and again, test your security. We're going to go into this little small area. All I'd like the attack team to do is make sure they look after the ball. They can run anywhere they want. Two-handed, normal passing. You can move with the ball. You can pass it stood still. You can just go for the ball, not for the man. Let's go. Ball security, normal little passes, move it around. Find space. Look after the ball. Greens are trying to knock it out. Okay, it's just a normal two-handed pass, not over the head. Back to greens. Keep the ball. See, you can run with it, you can run. Find yourself a bit of room. Okay, well done. This time it's going to be overhead passes, one-handed though. So good, keep that good grip on it, good firm grip. Remember all the points we spoke about. Always back to safety when you bring it back in and move around. Back to security, move around. Well done, greens. I'll take that.
The coach should vary the types of pass, for example only underhand passes or only one-handed offloads. The key points of a strong grip and carry are stressed, as well as emphasising the need for control and accuracy in the pass and offload. The next stage of the handling programme is to develop our basic catching and passing technique. The development of the early catch and accurate push pass are important skills that must be practiced repeatedly and mastered by all players. The following practices are just examples of possible exercises that can be used, but it's vitally important that the key coaching points become ingrained in players from an early age. The early catch can be introduced by using quoits or rubber rings instead of rugby balls. With 4 players each standing in the corner of a grid, a quoit is thrown one-handed around the grid with the focus on making an early catch.
Okay, here we go. Hands out. Nice early catch. Good. Yeah, get those hands out, thumbs together. Nice early catch. Show them the target. Reach early, bring it in. Good, well done. You drop your height well. Keep your eye in line with the ball. Good.
Players should have their hands up, thumbs together and arms extended to allow for an early catch and in preparation for a strong grip. When caught, the quoit should be brought towards the chest but not too tight to the body. A quoit can also be used to ensure the catcher develops the correct foot positioning when catching. In this practice, the feeder passes the quoit to a catcher who catches, grips and carries at walking pace.
Good, right out, hands right out, face a target, face a target. There, good, good, good one. Face a target, good. Slow it down, face a target, good. Catch on the outside foot, there and through. Good, hands out.
Again, it's important that the catcher has his thumbs together with his hands and arms up ready for the early catch. The quoit should be received with the outside foot up to ensure the body stays square. When caught, it should be brought in towards the chest but not too tight to the body. Practice 10 is a direct progression of practice 9 using a rugby ball instead of a quoit.
Yeah. There's a target. Step through.
Players concentrate on the key coaching points of the early catch, keeping the outside foot up to ensure their body stays square and bringing the ball in towards the chest but not too tight to the body when caught. The mechanics of the push pass can be introduced methodically at walking pace with emphasis on good technique and accuracy of execution. Here we have a group of 4 players walking up the pitch practicing their push pass technique and also revising their early catching, grip and carry technique.
Looking for that early catch, outside foot up then, let's go. That's good, keep pushing it through, keep walking on the end. One more time. Good. Okay, then walk it back round.
Attackers should be ready for the early catch with their hands raised and their outside foot up. Carrying the ball at sternum height, players must twist their hands down with their elbows up at 90 degrees. so that the point of the ball faces downwards. The ball should be pushed across the body, with the wrists and arms following straight through in the direction of the pass. The flight of the ball should be flat and hard, and it should hit the target just in front of the catcher.
Be meticulous on the little cues and the techniques, because they're massive, okay? Early catch, get those hands up looking for the early catch. Keep those elbows high, push it through. Tom, take the step through after you pass the ball.
After catching with their outside foot raised, players should make the pass as they step onto their inside leg. They should continue to move forwards during and after the pass to ensure that they commit a defender. The exercise can be progressed by increasing the pace and widening the distance between attackers.
We must really focus on generating the power from the wrist, but also the accuracy from the arms, okay? Secondly, we've got to make sure we take that step and keep the defender honest. We don't want to be going with our pass, because that'll take the defenders with us. So we've got to be meticulous on those parts, as well as the early catch, as well as the ball carry, as well as getting your feet positioning right. Let's go.
Yeah, wide, right. It's you guys.
The key coaching points of the push pass are to carry the ball at sternum height, twist your hands down with elbow up at 90 degrees so that the point of the ball is down. Push the ball across your body with wrists and arms following through. Receivers should have their hands up ready to take the ball, and the pass is executed as you step onto your inside leg. This is a very basic exercise, and coaches can use a variety of different methods to practice the push pass. However, the emphasis must always be on the key coaching points of the skill. The aim of practice 12 is to develop the push pass with the passive introduction of running lines. In this exercise, we will work on an out to in or under running line. Two attackers face a defender and a tackle bag. The first receiver takes the ball and runs straight at the bag. The second receiver runs outwards, drawing the defender, then cuts back inside to take the ball through the gap he's created.
We don't want any compromise on the passing technique from the first receiver, and then starting to understand how we can manipulate defenders off the ball, take him away to create a space for himself back on the inside, looking to hit the defender's weak inside shoulder. Okay, it's what you do off the ball that will make the difference. James, make sure you keep square on that first defender, okay? Otherwise you eat into the support runner's space.
It's important for the first receiver to run straight at the tackle bag, as this represents a defender who must be held in position. He must then concentrate on the accuracy and technique of the pass. The attacking support player runs a line to draw his defender out in order to open the gap. He then changes his angle to accelerate through the gap at pace, moving from out to in.
Attacking weak inside shoulders. Good. Let's have no compromise on that passing technique from first receiver. Let's concentrate on our wrists and our arms, our early catch, our elbows high. Good.
An out-to-in line can be either a sidestep or a curved run into the gap. The support attacker must run at the inside shoulder of the defender and take the ball at pace. Players should start to identify specific signals or cues. For example, here the defender has planted his feet and is heading in the wrong direction, making it easy to run into the gap. The exercise can be progressed to a 3 versus 2 situation. Here there's an option to run an out-to-in line from the second or third receiver.
Right off this second receiver, keep this defender square, take him to the inside. Let's see that wide attacker find the space. Don't drop your hands though, no compromise on our technique. We must be accurate with our passing techniques, otherwise we put ourselves under pressure. Let's work hard off the ball to be effective on the ball.
Yes, Roger.
In this example, the third receiver runs a good out-to-win arc. The second receiver held his defender by running at his inside shoulder. In summary, the first receiver must run straight at the tackle bag. The second and third receivers try to beat the defence with out-to-in lines, running at the inside shoulder of the defender and taking the ball at pace. Players must not compromise their passing technique and should start to identify the positional cues which defenders give as they move. Practices that involve recognising and understanding the space to attack are important in developing handling skill, and emphasis must also be put on correct passing technique and precise execution. The objective of this next practice is to develop an understanding of when and where to break through the tackle line. This practice has two phases. Part 1 involves 5 players attacking 4 defenders. Good running and handling skills should ensure that the end attacker has the overlap. He then passes the ball to the second feeder. Attackers must quickly realign with depth to be in position for Part 2 of the practice. The defenders align to leave an obvious gap in the defence. The coach can control this. Attackers must recognise the gap in the defensive line, play through the gap and finish the move by beating a defending fullback with good support play.
Accuracy, passing technique. Think about all the cues that we've talked about. Make it a habit. Make it a habit. Let's go. Already attacking back in. Already attacking back in. Hold it, James. Hold it, James. Play, James. Play. Good.
In phase 1, players must attack the inside shoulders of the defenders, maintaining their depth in attack. Attackers must fix the defender, playing in their face, before passing deep to the next attacker. Smooth and accurate passing is essential, with a flat pass to the overlapping player.
Hold it, Hugo. Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Wait. Wait. Let's go. Better.
In phase 2 of the exercise, attackers must realign quickly, looking up and identifying the gap in the defence. They must communicate where to attack and again run at the inside shoulders of the defenders, striking through the gap by timing their run and accelerating. Players must support the strike runner, finishing the move with a score.
Attack back in on that running line. Passing cues, passing cues. Good, good, good. Realign, communicate. Good.
Accurate execution of passing technique must be a priority at all times. Remember, players must attack the inside shoulders of defenders, playing the ball to the gap, then accelerating through it, continuing to support and finishing with a score. Repetitive practice is needed to develop consistently accurate, skilled passing. Practice 14 is designed to revise passing technique under pressure and with distractions. 4 groups of players practice continuous passing with 2 balls within one half of the pitch. An inside line of players face an outside line of players. The ball starts with the inside line of players and is pushed past along the line whilst running towards the outside group of players. The end player passes the ball to the outside line of players, who then run and pass towards the middle. When the outside groups meet in the middle, the balls transfer over to the opposite group and they continue to run and pass to the opposite end. The ball is returned to the original groups and the practice continues.
Let's go! Charlie, Mikey, next job. Look for this ball, talk to him, Charlie. Okay, let's start putting a bit more pace on it. Talking!
Flat.
Put the ball in the right pass to seat zone. Power through the wrist, accuracy through the arms. Look for that early catch. Make sure you take that step after you've passed. Realignment, communication. Are we carrying the ball well? Is our grip right? Where are we carrying the ball? Can I come in and knock the ball out?
Timing of the run is important in this practice and good communication is essential. The key coaching points of the early catch, the grip and carry and the push pass should be emphasised. Carry the ball at sternum height, push pass by twisting hands down with elbow up at 90 degrees and push the ball across your body with wrist and arms following through. Players must focus on their technique under pressure. This player makes a great delivery with the ball vertical in the air and in front of the target, making the early catch very simple. There should be no spin passing at this stage. The next set of practices is designed to develop off-the-ball running in order to create and manipulate space for the ball carrier and support runner. Good running lines and effective decisions made by attackers looking up and identifying cues in the defensive line must be supported with precise execution of core running and passing techniques. The objective of practice 15 is to develop the manipulation of space off the ball, using the in-to-out or over running line. The exercise is set up as a 2 versus 2 situation with a feeder, and it is important to practice off both hands. The first receiver runs and fixes the first defender. The second receiver runs a line to take his defender in, then changes his angle to accelerate at pace through the outside gap.
The man off the ball has got to take his defender somewhere where he doesn't want to go. So if he's trying to create the space on the outside, he's got to try and take him to the in, then use his change of pace, change of angle to get back on the outside to get outside him. You've got to start reading your defender's body angles. Ball carriers have got to start putting the ball in the right place. No compromise on passing technique. Effective running off the ball. It's the change of angle, the change of pace, the change of tempo. Take him in and away, in and away. Good. Excellent, Tom. See how you kept your defender honest?
It is important for the first receiver to run straight at his defender, fixing him in place. He must then concentrate on making an accurate pass to the outside runner. The second receiver must change his angle either by curving his run or sidestepping to beat his defender on the outside shoulder. He should aim to take the ball at pace. The exercise is progressed by allowing an option of the out to in or under running line from practice 12.
Let's make a decision now whether you want to do an under or an over. Okay? So that means now you can have the sympathy on the pass if you're the ball carrier, the push, or whether you've got to push it a little bit harder. Likewise, you've got to keep the defender thinking if you're off the ball, trying to manipulate your space. Oh, pre-called that. Don't pre-call it. You'll see it unfold. Start reading the body angles of the defenders.
Attackers must again recognise specific cues from the defence such as head, body and feet positions. Here the defender has planted his feet and angled his body to the inside, meaning that the runner can easily beat him on the outside. The key to the practice is off-the-ball movement to manipulate the defender so that a gap occurs in the defensive line. The attacker must then attack the gap at pace. There should be no compromise on good passing technique. The next exercise aims to develop different running lines and decision-making in attack. 3 attackers face 3 defenders, with a feeder starting the practice. Attacker 1 takes the ball and fixes his defender. Attacker 2 runs an into-out or overs line and receives the pass. He now has 3 options: to pass to attacker 3 on an in-line, to pass to attacker 3 on an out-line, or to take the gap himself. Attacker 3 reacts to his defender and to the ball carrier. Again, it is important to work from both sides of the pitch.
Good, 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 good. The key to this, boys, is to start recognising the body language of these defenders 2 and 3. Recognise their body language, see what they're doing, then make the correct decision thereafter. That's good, you're reading his body language, he's stepping in, the space is on the outside.
In this example, the second receiver runs a good into-out line, drawing his defender inside. The third defender sees the danger and also heads inwards to cover. This leaves the space on the outside for the third attacker to run into.
Let's go. Get through, get through. Don't slow down when you're through a hole, accelerate. Okay, that's a line break opportunity. Get to him. Good, good change of angles at 2 and 3.
This time, attackers 2 and 3 both run into out lines. The third defender plants his feet and angles his shoulders outwards as he moves to cover the wide attacker. The ball carrier recognises this and takes the space himself, with good support on the break from attacker 3. We can increase the attacking options by allowing the second receiver to choose his running line.
Get through to him, get through to him.